Hi all, welcome back to a new post today. And today let's continue our session with the TSPSC Group 1 Current Affairs. So I will be covering the logistics sector in Telangana today. And we all know that logistics are the most important for not only transportation but also storage of goods, transportation of people and goods. And the economy will be really sustainable, business will be productive, there will be more profits if the logistics is cost effective. So unfortunately, presently in India, we have a very high logistic cost, and therefore Government of India has come up with the logistic policy. We have a dedicated logistic policy in the state of Telangana as well. Telangana has been aiming to increase its exports. We are very close. We have lost the coast after separating from Andhra Pradesh, and we are inland now, landlocked, and therefore we are also very close to the coast. We are very close to major highways, railways. We have an international airport in Hyderabad itself. We are also being connected with the Udan scheme at many places in the state. And the government of Telangana is thinking on the lines of the central government to have a cost-efficient logistics sector in the country. So what exactly is logistics? Now, logistics is a process of transporting and also storage of goods. It includes the development of various sectors of transportation, which includes your road, rail, airports, your waterways, etc., expressways, etc., and also storage of goods. So it also has a component of warehouse as well. Now, this from the point of origin to the point of consumption. Now, the logistics cost in India is about 13 to 17% of the GDP, which is nearly double of just 6 to 7% of the logistic cost of GDP in some of the developed countries like US, UK, France and Hong Kong as well. Now, much of the higher cost is basically attributed to the absence of multimodal, efficient and multimodal transport systems. And this, therefore, there is a lot of potential now to achieve with regard to the logistics sector, most importantly to connect the various supply chains in the country and also to become a part of the global supply chain, which is the aim of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. There is logistics, let me tell you, has been one of the major thrust sectors of the Telangana government, which brought out the industrial policy immediately after separation from Andhra Pradesh in 2014. Hyderabad has become a major investment destination connecting several industrial corridors in the country, and it is also growing at a rate of 12% in the logistics space. Now, the Hyderabad airport has won many feats, and it offers a gateway to several of the international destinations as well. The Mangalapalli Logistic Park is a world-class facility which is spread about 22 acres, and it is the first integrated logistic parks in the state which is being built in PPP mode for commercial operations. The state government is also developing the first of its kind logistic park at Batasingaram in Hyderabad in 40 acres with an investment of 50 acres with warehousing, parking, retail facilities in Telangana. Now, the logistic policy of the state government is designed to enable the creation of 10 to 12 more logistic parks in the next 2 to 3 years to make Telangana, and more specifically Hyderabad, along with Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, the global logistics hub. Ease of doing business is also being promoted. The proposed Pharma City, the TS IPAS and many other policies would benefit Telangana in scaling up the sector in the next 3 to 5 years. So there is already a dedicated logistic policy in 2021 that the state of Telangana has brought out, and it aims to attract an investment of 10,000 crore. It also aims to generate 1 lakh direct employment opportunities, and about 1,060 acres of land is already being provided throughout the state. The policy is effective for a period of 5 years, that is from 2021 to 2026, and from the date of the notification by the government of Telangana in conjunction with the Telangana State Industrial Policy. And the policy aims to develop of robust logistics infrastructure by encouraging investors for development of multimodal logistic parks, integrated logistic parks, large-scale storage infrastructure across the state, that is your warehousing. New policy is also aimed at providing direct employment to 1 lakh people and direct employment to 2 lakh people. As a part of the policy, the state government has decided to set up a logistic park in all the districts and 1 dry port in a PPP mode. The integrated logistic parks, as I told you previously, is coming up at Mangalapalli and Batasingaram. The state government has also invited expression of interest for the logistic parks that they are planning to set up at Lakdaram and also Patancheru. Dry ports. Dry port is also being planned in the state now because we have lost to the coast and we do not have any ports. We are landlocked, so we are planning for dry ports. The dry port is expected to increase the exports of the state from the present 1 lakh crore to 1.50 lakh crore in the further coming years. State government has also proposed to set up 4 dry ports, which was given as a report to the Ministry of Commerce at Zahirabad, Bonkir, Jadcherla and Damacharla. The centre is also expected to entrust the responsibility for setting up of these dry ports with the Visakhapatnam Post Trust. Now, after bifurcation of the state, separation from Andhra Pradesh, Telangana was left with no seaport since it does not have a coastline, and this impacted the exports and imports on a long way. The government urged the centre to set up dry ports to compensate for the dip in the revenue from the exports also, and it identified the following locations. Several new manufacturing units are coming up under the state with the new TI pass scheme also, especially the National Investment Manufacturing Zone in Medak and the Hyderabad Pharma City with major thrust on exports. Now these dry ports are going to become more and more important as before. The dry port is actually an inland terminal which is directly connected either to rail or road, and also seaport. It offers customs clearance, temporary storage, handling and export of inspection of exports, international cargo, etc. Similar to that of a seaport. 21 direct dry ports are being underdeveloped in the country. Some of them, one is located in Andhra Pradesh and some in many other states like Assam, Gujarat, New Delhi, Haryana, etc. The logistics policy was framed keeping in mind the rapid strides of progress in industrial sector, especially in Telangana, e-commerce and also the service sector. Logistics sector now will provide access to national and international markets to the Telangana. To encourage further exports from the state, the government is also planning 2 integrated container depots in addition to one at Sanatagar, and this will be set up in coordination with the Custom Department. 10 more integrated logistic parks are also being planned. There is also multimodal logistic parks that are being coming up in the state. This is being set up as a part of the Sagarmala program by the Ministry of Shipping. So 7 multimodal logistic parks are being proposed in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Odisha, Telangana, Uttarakhand and West Bengal. Nagulapalli in Telangana has been identified. Sagarmala, let me tell you, is a flagship program of the Ministry of Shipping for promotion of port-led development in India. It aims to achieve the capacity expansion and modernization of the seaports along India's coastline. We have a long coastline covering almost 10 states, and we have 13 major ports with 200 plus minor ports across these states. This will enhance port connectivity to the hinterland, facilitate port-led industrialization. We are also coming up with a transshipment port being planned at Great Nukubar. So it will facilitate port-led industrialization to promote trade and sustainable development of the coastal communities. What are the recent developments in the logistics sector? Some big time announcements have been making rounds. So the UAE-based Lulu Group has decided now to invest 3,500 crore in Telangana, and which will focus on food processing and also logistics. The ITC has inaugurated a 450 food manufacturing logistic park in Telangana in Medak. Mahindra has unveiled net zero. India is planning to achieve net zero emission by 2070. So they are setting up a net zero warehouse in Telangana district and an integrated third-party logistics service provider. Mahindra Logistics has built a new net zero facility using sustainable storage design that includes multi-client capabilities and also uses renewable energy. So these are the few highlights of the logistics sector in Telangana. It's definitely not complete. There is much more to this, and I will cover them in either the PDF that I'm going to release and also in the upcoming videos. So please do like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to comment, and I shall see you in my next post. Until then, very happy learning.